Have you ever caught yourself thinking, I just don't know how to be a friend? Maybe you've struggled to keep friendships alive, or you've always felt a little awkward around people, or deep down you fear you're just not friend material. If that sounds familiar, stay with me, because in the next few minutes, you'll see that not knowing how to do friendship isn't a flaw in you. It's something many of us quietly feel, but almost nobody talks about. And today, I'll share what happens, what it really means, and how you can change it step by step. In just a few seconds from now, I'll tell you about one of the biggest myths about friendship that may be holding you back without you even realizing it. Why some people feel they can't do friendship. First, let's be honest. Not everyone grows up with a friendship manual. Some people had a big social circle in school. Others were naturally outgoing. But many of us, we didn't get those experiences. Maybe your family didn't model healthy friendships. Maybe you move a lot and never stayed long enough to form close bonds. Or maybe you're more introverted and just never learned the small steps of connecting with others. The point is, friendship is not a magical talent you either have or don't. It's a skill, and like any skill, it can be learned. And in a few seconds, I'll give you a surprising reason why your fear of rejection might actually be blocking your chances to connect. The fear of rejection. A big reason many people feel they can't be a friend is the fear of rejection. It sounds like this. What if I text them and they don't answer? What if I open up and they think I'm weird? So what happens? You avoid reaching out. You stay quiet. You wait for others to make the first move. And then, when friendships don't develop, you confirm your own fear. See, I'm not good at this. But everyone fears rejection at some point. Even the most confident people. The difference is that they act despite the fear. So one of the first steps is allow yourself to try and to accept that not everyone will connect with you. That's okay. You don't need 100 friends. You just need a few good ones. And speaking of myths, let's tackle one right now, because this one is stealing your confidence without you noticing. The friendship myths we believe. One of the biggest myths is this idea that real friendship should just happen naturally. We imagine a movie moment. Two people meet, instantly click, and then they're best friends for life. Reality? Friendships are built, not magically found. They take effort, vulnerability, and time. Another myth? That if you don't have a large group of friends, something is wrong with you. Not true. Research shows that even one or two close, supportive friends make a huge difference for happiness and health. So, if you've been thinking, I don't know how to be a friend, maybe it's just because you've been measuring yourself against the wrong idea of what friendship is supposed to look like. And in a moment, I'll share 3 very practical, very doable steps you can take this week to start building real friendships. The small steps that matter. All right, let's get practical. How do you actually learn to be a friend when you feel like you never knew how? Step 1, start with small gestures. Send a message to someone you already know, maybe an old classmate, a neighbor, or even a colleague. It doesn't have to be deep. Something as simple as, "Hey, I thought of you when I saw this. How are you doing?" is enough to open the door. Step 2, show up consistently. Friendship is really about presence. Answer messages. Remember small details. Check in. It doesn't mean being perfect. It means being reliable in small ways. Step 3, share a little bit of yourself. Often, people wait for the other person to open up first, but vulnerability builds connection. Share a story, a struggle, or even a silly moment. That's how others feel safe to be real with you. 2. And here's a bonus step. Find common ground. Whether it's a hobby, a book club, or even volunteering. Shared experiences naturally lead to closer bonds. Up next, I'll tell you what to do when you feel like you've already messed up in past friendships. This part is important because it can stop you from moving forward. What if you failed at friendship before? Maybe you lost friends in the past. Maybe you've had misunderstandings or you drifted apart, or someone told you outright that you weren't a good friend. That can hurt deeply. But here's the truth. Your past doesn't define your future. Friendship isn't about never making mistakes. It's about learning, forgiving yourself, and trying again. Every relationship is a chance to practice new skills and to grow. So if you're carrying guilt or shame, let this be your permission to start fresh. Let's wrap this up. If you've ever felt, I don't know how to be a friend, remember this. Friendship isn't a talent you're born with. It's a practice. You can learn it step by step, no matter your age, your past, or your personality. Start small, be present, share yourself, and most of all, give yourself grace. Because the truth is, you're probably already more capable of friendship than you think. And hey, before you go, tell me in the comments, what's one thing you find hardest about friendship? I'd love to hear your experiences, and maybe your answer will help someone else who feels the same way.